What's up guys, Jimmy here with another video. Not too long ago I got to go game hunting with Joel Valley. I got to go to a bunch of different garage sales and we came across this. This is a Game Boy, original Game Boy in the box, and the condition of the box is like pretty much brand new. So I want to do an unboxing video for you guys. And also, as I'm doing the unboxing, share with you a story about my history with the Game Boy. Also include a link in the video description of Joel Valley's channel, Media Glitch. Recently, he got to go to the Game On Expo, and he interviewed Alpha Omega Sin, and he also got to interview Happy Console Gamer, a bunch of other interviews. He does a great job with his videos, but we were able to find this Game Boy in fantastic condition. I want to do an unboxing video, show you what's inside. Okay, so this is the Game Boy I got for $5 at a garage sale. Awesome score. The box is in pristine, fantastic, unbelievable condition. Of course, got the fanny pack, and they actually had the battery pack included with that $5 price. On the side here has some screenshots of Super Mario Land, baseball, and tennis. Just nothing really on the bottom or top, just the logo. And then we have here on the back there everything that's included. Two kids having fun with the link cable, the game link cable. So I can't believe I got this for $5. Amazing deal. And the only reason why we got it for $5 is because we asked. This couple had they didn't even have DVDs. They had no games whatsoever. And we asked, they're like, you know what, actually we got an old Game Boy. And they were thrilled that we were willing to take it off their hands. Still has the styrofoam. Somehow their grandkids did not destroy this thin layer of styrofoam. We have here the Game Boy consumer instructions, rechargeable battery pack, Tetris. This Game Boy Tetris manual instruction booklet. It's in like brand new condition. Pretty awesome. Got the Tetris game pack, which this thing I'm sure also included in the $5 off. They gave us a boxed copy of Tetris 2. Got the earbuds, which actually are still sealed. And you've got the game link here, there. And then you've got, of course, one more thing. Let's see here. The Game Boy owner's manual. Got this talking about how to insert the cartridge. Make sure you have the label facing out. Pretty awesome. Then you have, actually let me zoom up. Then you have the actual Game Boy, which the Game Boy isn't in perfect condition. The screen has got a little bit of marks on it, but overall the box is in pristine, incredible, unbelievable condition. They did not leave the batteries in it, so there was no leakage of the battery acid. So overall, very thrilled with this $5 pickup garage selling. You know, I'd always see these videos by Joel Valley of him going garage selling, where he got Xbox 360s for $5, or he got incredible deals. And I'm like, is this for real? So I got to go there, meet his family, and yeah, I got this for $5. It was an amazing steal. And so, quick story of how my whole thing with the Game Boy. I never got a Game Boy growing up, but I had an NES. I loved the NES. I didn't even know that this thing was going to be released. One day, a classmate, I believe his name was Kevin, he had one of these. And I think his family had got it for him. It wasn't Christmas time. It was like early fall. I'm like, well, why did he get that? And his family said, well, he doesn't celebrate Christmas. The family just decided to get it for him. His family is Jehovah's Witness, and they wanted to get him a gift. And so he had the Game Boy. No other classmates had a Game Boy for like a long time. And I was interested. I'm like, holy cow, I want a Game Boy. How much do those things run? And I never got a definite answer. I would hear like, oh, they're $60, or oh, they're $80, or oh, they're over $100. So I decided to call a shop at my local mall, a shop that I knew sold games. And the worker, the employee, is like, well, you know what? Let me check on that for you. Let me see how much these are. And he came back with an answer. It was like less than 20 bucks. I'm like, 20 bucks for a Game Boy? I can play games on the go? So I forget how old I was. I think I was maybe like 11. And I asked my mom, I'm like, hey, can you take me to the mall? I want to get this Game Boy. It's less than 20 bucks. And she's like, you know what? Why don't you ask your grandmother? She'd love to spend time with you. My grandmother, Isla, rest in peace. And my grandmother, Isla, she took me there to the mall. And I'll never forget, we were driving there. And it was 1989. And I said, you know what? I can't believe it. It's almost 1990s. We're going to have a new decade. And she's like, yep, but in about 10 years or so, we're going to have a new century and a new 1,000 years. And I really got me thinking. It was really cool. But I'll never forget that. I got to go to the mall because we went to go get a Game Boy. We get there. I go up to the shop that I had called previously. And they come back. They're like, oh, yeah, these cost like $85 or $90. So I was crushed, come to find out, I come all this way and I wasn't able to get the Game Boy, but I was able to have that memory with my grandmother, and she's not around anymore. So that's one of the few memories I have of her, because she was always working hard at the hospital. She was actually a pediatrician nurse. But anyway, guys, there is the unboxing of the Nintendo Game Boy. And as always, thanks so much for your support. If you enjoyed this video, definitely slap that thumbs up button. I'll catch you guys later.